evil.
Hello, I'm Phil, and this here is my wife, Dee. Unlike me, she much prefers something more genteel and relaxing than survival horror and that sort of thing, which is why she's a big fan of Animal Crossing, to the point where, as you're about to see, she's basically an Animal Crossing expert. How many hours have you spent on this, do you reckon?
Animal Crossing New Horizons has played for 1,440 hours or more.
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Obviously, the reason we're making this video is because I asked you if you could do my Animal Crossing island in the theme of Resident Evil and make it Resident Evil-y. Before we go on to have a look at what you've done, let's just quickly show off your island. And obviously, we can see your little character there is dressed as Leon.
Leon in Kung Fu pants. He's in different pants than he would be for the Leon cosplay usually, because one of my villagers gave him some pants. I can't help but wear them. So, but yes, this is my little avatar. Did you want to go in my house? It's a bit of a mess at the moment, so I spent so long doing yours.
Yes. Because I did this for you, my island is ruined. It's falling into disrepair.
Well, I mean, I don't want to say this, but I spent a lot of bells on yours as well. So this was what I was doing for my Halloween thing, was a Halloween hellscape. So everything was like nasty. Oh, press A on the cauldron, because this is so cool. Yeah, probably work better if you're at the side. Oh, that's clever in that.
Bubbly.
So, yeah. This room that you're going into now is where I was storing the stuff that I had bought for your island. And this is all that was left that I didn't use. This was my Japanese style bathroom. I was quite pleased with that.
I want this in real life.
I know, right? He really does. Yeah, I'm very, very pleased.
Fight Town.
Upstairs is a Resident Evil themed room, because this is actually a replica of Donna Bienveniento's bedroom, even with the cup of coffee on the bedside table, down as far to that.
And obviously, the dolls are slightly less creepy and more cutesy because it's Animal Crossing. And yeah. I don't think Donna Beneviento had the villager photo in the corner. So let's have a look at your rest of your island as we go to the airport.
Okay.
Obviously, which helps me greatly. You've got a castle theme.
Yeah.
Vines everywhere. Been overtaken. The village has been overtaken by the vines of the mold.
Yeah. And just take a moment to look up and see how I've made it look like it's all uphill. And go, yes. Because perspective is a great thing, so it makes it look like it's uphill even without the terraforming. See, now, on this one, it says that the rascally poet Deepak is on the way. Now, bear in mind, people, when you see this island, now we're flying over it, but when I got it, resident services was still a tent and everybody lived in tents. Nobody even had houses yet, and there was only 3 people on the island. It took weeks. It was a labour of love, and it was great, actually, having spent 1,400 hours on my island, to be able to start from scratch again. and remember how to do stuff and the little chores you have to do for Tom Nook, the slum landlord. You've now got 10 villagers. 10 villagers. Plus you've got a proper museum, proper resident services. You've got the Able Sisters to buy clothes from, and you've got Nook's Cranny, the shop, which is proper now. Okay. So yeah, you've got I think you've got about 500,000 bells left.
This took 1 month's work, and it cost
12 million bells.
12 million bells to make this. Also, here we have Leon and Jill together. We're not yet to see them together in a canon game, but here we go. Enjoy it.
Jill is obviously very happy to see Leon. Oh, go feeling it. You're going to dance. Yeah. They're getting down.
Leon's got moves.
Leon do got moves. And Jill is loving them.
If we want to show off the full range of cosplays that you've made for my little character, Nobbit, let's go through them one at a time. First, we have Ethan Winters, who obviously we can't really see the face of. We can see it from the side, maybe, but not the front. And then, who's next?
It's Chris Redfield, running around, punching boulders, going, oh, that's not good, and shooting people's mums. Ethan Winters! Oh no, don't go back in there, silly.
It's Lady Dimitrescu.
It's Lady Dimitrescu. She's the best.
Not quite 9 foot tall in this version, because, Animal Crossing, but yeah,
I was very pleased with this. I got the dress from the custom portal. So yeah, this is Lady Dimitrescu.
Who you've cosplayed yourself as well, we should mention.
I have. In fact, I've done quite a few cosplays now, and I have to say Lady D is probably among my favourites. Yeah, I do very much enjoy it. Any woman or any person cosplaying Lady D automatically feels quite powerful. And stride through places. It's great. She encourages tall women to take up room, and I'm living for it. Say hello to Ms. Wong.
Ada Wong.
Yeah. We need to get Leon in with Ada, don't we, really? But yeah. He's like, hello, I really love you, even though I've known you 5 minutes. And she's like, oh, grow up, Leon. You've only known me 5 minutes. That's how it goes, isn't it?
No.
There we are. Heisenberg is there. Dark brooding Leon. Next to early Leon, who was still so full of hope. It was his first day at the RPD. He was so happy.
Right.
There we are. We have Shelley. Leon, will you marry Claire? Can we have a dog? Are you gonna get married? And are we gonna have a dog? Can we have a dog? It's a dog. So I'm as far as I could, and the caveat is Animal Crossing is unbearably cute. It's why I love it. So to try and make things look horrible or look like exactly like Resident Evil was never going to happen. But I have done as well as I can. So outside we have a garage where hold on.
No one's around.
I should be dressed as Claire. So yeah, Leo and Claire outside the garage.
You can thank me later, when we're safe.
Holy shit.
Come on! Get in! Hold on.
Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
So what else we got? Leon's first day.
Yes, with the bunting.
With the bunting. There is actually bunting. I'm so pleased with how this came out eventually. It wasn't laid out like this to start with, but when Phil sent me like pictures for the thumbnail, I changed things around a bit, and it's actually a more faithful representation now. So yeah, the bunting. There's medical first aid kit up on there, up on top of the lockers. There's the phone where your nasty man rings up and speaks to Claire. But best of all, there's a typewriter.
Need a typewriter in Resident Evil if you want to do some saving.
Honestly, it was the very first thing that I put in my inventory to be taken over to this island. I was like, there has to be at least one old style typewriter. Yeah, Sherry always she is the most resilient kid in the world, because literally her whole life has fallen apart. Like, Raccoon City's being bombed and shit, and she's still trying to get a dog out of it. Like, go on. Parents dead, but no.
So,
get a dog.
you want to tell us about how you made the orphanage?
I couldn't do another room inside the house because I'd run out of rooms inside the house. But you cannot make like a place with a roof outside in Animal Crossing, which I think is a terrible letdown. Nintendo, you need to sort it out in the next direct. We need to be able to put roofs on buildings when we're outside, but you can make walls. So I made the umbrella logos, which was quite took me hours, honestly, and then did as much as I could again with the upstairs thing. We have a playground. There's a hopscotch I did, and there is somewhere around here, oh yeah, playground stuff, and then I designed the doors or the panels to look like doors and other panels to look like bricks, and I went in and just made the bit where Sherry hides and the big nasty man is chasing her. Unfortunately, you can't crouch on this. I didn't know you could sprint on this, so maybe you can. Phil told me, oh yeah, press B. And I've been playing it for 1,440 hours and did not know. Yes, fine, rub it in, dear. Now, this Spencer Mansion dining room, was one that I'd originally done to look like the Dimitrescu dining room where you first meet Lady D in Resident Evil Village. And then he was like, oh, we haven't got really anything from the Spencer Mansion. And I suppose if you love Resident Evil, you love the Spencer Mansion. So I went and had a look at some pictures, and I got it as faithfully replicated as I could, including the grandfather clock that you do some sort of puzzly bit with. With this one, the trick was just to make it look as dark and sinister and evil as possible with just candlelights. And when Phil saw it, he was like, how did you get the crests above the fireplace? And I was like, well, that's just the Happy Home Academy. When they award you stuff, they give you a plaque to go with it. And I just put them on there. So yeah, so I was
that crest doesn't open a secret door when you play a piano, or it doesn't.
No,
Yes.
It doesn't. But it should. In your imagination, it can.
This is obviously meant to be the general laboratory setting we have in the end of any good classic Resident Evil. We've got test tubes that may, in other circumstances, be filled with all sorts of ultimate bio weapons. And we've got weird vines that might come alive and eat you.
Well, yeah, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to do the big pods, and I wanted to do the vines, and I had to go and just rob loads of vines off the Happy Home Holiday Home Island in the Sun type dealie that you can go and work at. But I think it worked really well. because I've got like skeletons and labby bits, and even on the desk where not Sherry, Annette, where Annette is, it's got like X-rays. It's got X-ray pictures on there, so it's like it's yeah. I'm very, very pleased with this room. Very happy with how it all came out.
It looks
So
very cool and sinister.
Well, there's you can do a mad scientist lair on the DLC, and this is where most of the stuff on this came from, was the mad scientist lair.
Through the power of fancy editing, we have now changed, so Lady Dimitrescu and Ethan Winters are here. But Ethan obviously needs to run away because Lady Dimitrescu has a whole thing for smashing with claws. This is the outside. This is all of the gardens of Castle Dimitrescu. And some representations of other cool features you'll find around the different grounds. A gravestone over here. It's obviously not all exactly together like this in the game. It's at different points, but it's kind of brought together as a motif. And it looks cool. And pumpkins obviously in place of like corpses, because there's only so much horror Animal Crossing can do.
There's only so much horror Animal Crossing will let you do.
But let's chase Ethan into the house. We have the room which, again, Animal Crossing does not allow for bloody hot tubs.
Yeah.
But the statue puzzle room, we turn the puzzles to go underground. And if you go underground, you go into the next room, the dungeons.
Hide!
And as you're trying to get out, I might come across and just like put your hand off.
Oh no! Right, so Lady Dimitrescu's boudoir. We have the bed, we have the exact same wallpaper, which I was really chuffed about. An old style phone, which I was also chuffed about, so she can say, Mother Miranda, that man you don't understand, he killed all my daughters. So yeah, so I was really quite pleased with how Lady D's bedroom came out. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that was put into the stuff for Lady D came from the Imperial collection, which you will understand if you're an Animal Crosser. So it's all from the Imperial collection, along with the vases and the plates and the lamps down in the Spencer mansion. They're from there as well. The furniture, the bed is from the Elegant collection. The drawer set is just a plain wooden drawers. And then we have the ranch wardrobe and the ranch
Mother Miranda,
suitcase stair drawers. Oh, because you've got to have it as well, just a gong. You've got to have a gong.
Because he is in my castle and has already proven too much for my daughters to handle. When I find him... No, Mother Miranda. Yes, of course, I understand the importance of the ceremony. I won't let you down. To hell with the ceremony! That man will pay for what he's done.
So yes, so that is the house that took me weeks and millions of bells. Because when I first started this, he was in a one-room house. He'd upgraded from a tent to a one-room house.
I was on the up.
Yes, you were. So this is where I had to take it from that level up to this level, and I'm actually quite proud of myself for doing it. Like I said, babe, if you want another one doing at some point, then let me know. Yeah. So, and if you run out of money, you've got a money tree orchard. All of these trees will give you. Oh, and there's another one. All of these trees will give you 30,000 bells, because if you don't know the trick, Animal Crossers, when you dig up the bells, You instead of putting 1,000 back in, if you put 10,000 back in, you will get 3 lots of 10,000 bells on the tree. Rather than 3,000, you get 30,000. It's one of the quick ways to build up your monies and be able to spend 12 million bells on your husband's island. And that's about it, I think.
If only it was that easy in real life.
Right.
So there we go. That's everything that we could do Resident Evil related in Animal Crossing, which has been a lot of fun to kind of talk about and wander through, and also to see it come to life through the diligent and meticulous work of my wife, who's just crafted this all together while I kind of occasionally peered over and went, that looks good. That was my contribution. If anyone is interested in your Animal Crossing related stuff, where's the best place to find you and talk about that?
Probably the best place to find me for that would be Twitter or now Mastodon. So that's Goddess Diva.
There will be a link down in the description to follow.
If you like poems, and even if you don't, if you go and look at me on Amazon, under D. Dickens, then there are poetry books. There is also a memoir called Duct Tape and Daddy Issues about my time as a phone sex worker. And if you go to whiskeyandbeards.com and look for D. Dickens there, then that's my publishers. And they've got another one of my big poetry collections that's in the National Poetry Library called Fear of Drowning. If you look on one place, you'll generally find a breadcrumb trail to another place. So
if you're interested in any of those things, Animal Crossing, poetry, or just general, like my wife being witty, then check out the links in the description and follow. If you have enjoyed this video, then don't forget to give it a like and consider subscribing to keep up to date with all my content. Like the video that's just popped up, which YouTube thinks you should watch next. Check out the link in the description to join my Patreon for as little as £1 a month, or donate to my GoFundMe and get your name in the credits of the video, like the people rolling up now, who I want to thank very much for the support for my content. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.